In all parts of the world, dams have created a variety of problems in the environment. Specifically, they are problematic in regards to fish migration. I chose to do my presentation on the Mekong River, located in 6 Asian countries. I was recently fishing in Thailand for the Mekong catfish, which has dramatically sparked my interest and concern for this area's future. This river is one of the most biologically diverse aquatic ecosystems in the world, falling only slightly behind the Amazon in regards to diversity. Over 850 species of fish live in the river system. Many of them are highly migratory. 14 of the species are already severely endangered, and 87 are endemic. The river is the second largest inland fishing industry in the world and supplies over 2% of the world's fish annually. Starting after World War II, due to a growing economy and population, dams were starting to be built in the Mekong tributaries to create hydroelectricity. In 1995, China built the first dam on the mainstream river. 2 more followed in 2003 and then in 2008. 5 more dams are planned in the Chinese region alone, and about 100 proposals are planned in the near future in the surrounding countries that border the Mekong River. 11 are already in the works in downstream countries, which are to be completed within the next decade. It is feared that the fish in the Mekong are already on the decline. In some poor provinces that it flows through, about 88% of the population depend on the fish as a resource. There is not much data regarding the Mekong fishery and dams at this point. Much more research needs to be conducted before we can fully understand the migratory patterns of the fish in this area. A ladder system was built on one of the dams in Thailand. It represented one of the ladder systems built in Canada for migrating salmon. In Canada, the ladders worked very well. But unfortunately, in Thailand, the ladder system failed miserably due to the different migratory habits of the fish living in the area. In Canada, where the ladder systems were successful, there are only a handful of species, salmon and trout, that used the migratory ladders. However, in Thailand and the other parts of the Mekong River, there are over 50 species that are highly migratory, all with different migratory patterns. Unfortunately, this makes finding a solution for the migratory habits of these fish very, very difficult. This is obviously a turning point on the lifespan of the Mekong River and its tributaries. The future at this time looks dim for the hugely diverse aquatic ecosystem. The rich fishing history may very well change for the worst within the next decade. Technologies regarding fish migration do not develop to support the variety of species living in the area. The lives of over 40 million people who currently rely on the river as a source of income and protein may be forced to relocate or change their way of life. Much more research is needed on the migratory habits of these fish living in the river. The proposed plans leave very little time for this research to be conducted. It is my hope that they will slow down the buildings of all these new dams in order to conduct the necessary research to protect this beautiful environment.